a do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Haskins on first down. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry for Darius Geis. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He dumps it off to Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. On first down, this is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 18. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is Cook with the grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Joe Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and the Redskins take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Line 36. Line 36. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Play action. Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Ross on the return.
Get ready. Get ready. At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Shifts by him. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to Mixon on 1st down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Running with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And 7 at the 13-yard line.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? All day. All day, every day.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Cincinnati. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get off?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Dalton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now fourth.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take it all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
368. Back. 2 by 2.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double throw. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once again, they run with Mixon. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 11.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Too tight, weapon. Check 26, check 26.
On play action, Haskins. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. In for the score. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Running from the shotgun with Dre. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Bengals.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he hits Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch 36. Squeeze, double. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. And bring it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that forgotten.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Geis. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll start out here with the option left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Jimmy Moreland there on the stop. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. You tighten up. You go tight.
They go with Howard again. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hands up, 93, 52, 93, 44. Hands up.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
That close to taking a fourth-quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then, doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing a ball game.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go with Haskins. And this one complete to Reed.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Haskins to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Bengals drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12.
Ladies and gentlemen,